Welcome back to Relevant Resources, and we are talking about low paying college majors. You will be broke and in debt. So be mindful and see if you can get some scholarships, see if you can get some grants if you are someone who still wants to pursue these majors, because sometimes even though the job may not pay $1 million like we want it to, it still can be something that we are passionate about. And sometimes we're like, hey, I love what I do and I don't care if I could be making 100 grand elsewhere. This is what I want to do, because I've seen people make $100,000, $200,000 and be miserable. So you still got to do what's best for you. But let's talk about it. Coming in at number one, education, any education major. Number two, criminal justice. My bachelor's degree is in criminal justice, so I know. Number three, human services. Number four, psychology. Most people who have a psychology end up have to get a master's degree to make something of it for the most part. Number five, social work. Depending on what type of social work you do, it can be lucrative, but again, most times it's at the master's level. And then lastly, number six, social services. So I pretty much worked in this field, doing a lot of different things. And the most I've ever made was probably about 45-ish, and I have a master's degree. So this is one of the reasons why when people are pursuing these majors, I do consult with them and I say, hey, make sure that this is what you want to do, because this is not a high paying field. These are not high paying roles. So if you're thinking going to make six figures, unless you have some other source where you may be an educational consultant or a social work student consultant, or just maximizing the different things, selling your knowledge, doing different things to increase your pay, selling digital products, ebooks, tutoring, just thinking outside of the box, your pay is probably going to be low. I'm just being honest. Again, for the most part, these roles are low paying, but depending on what you do, you may be able to finesse it a little bit where you could get a six-figure paying role. I know some licensed clinical social workers making about 200 grand. So I know some social workers who are making about 35. So it just depends on your location. It also depends on what other type of credentials or certifications you may get to go along with it. So that's just my quick tip, y'all. Do your research. Make sure it's something that you really want to do. Look for scholarships, look for grants, so you are not overwhelmed with debt if you are not in a major that is well paying. Like and subscribe for more.